You want to grow on YouTube, but you also work a 9 to 5. I get it. The truth is, you don't need more hours, you just need a better system. This system is a full strategy on balancing content, clarity, and consistency while working your 9 to 5. So let's get right into the video. Step 1, creating capacity. You don't need to do more, you really need to be more intentional. So when you're at work, you know that there are certain time blocks that you need to actually do the work or do the project or create the task. The same way that you're doing that at work, you need to apply that to your content creation. So that's gonna look like time blocking, which I've talked on this channel before. If you haven't, check out this video if you're not familiar with it just yet. But you have to create moments where you are planning, creating, and then editing, because a lot of us, I feel like, will think about one video and then we'll be like, okay, I'm gonna make this video and then I'm going to edit it and then I'm going to post it. It's a process that you really have to like stretch out. So the first time you need to look at maybe Monday being your planning days. So that's when you're going to ideate, you're going to create ideas where it's like, okay, like I could make this video, this fits my brand, I want to do that. Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe it's like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it's just Monday through Wednesday, whatever flow works for you. Then Tuesday or Wednesday, that could look like your actual filming day. So what I'm doing today is I'm filming it, but there's going to be separate days where this is edited. There's going to be separate days where I'm thinking about other ideas that I can bring to the channel. I'm not going to do it all at once because it's going to make me feel like I am not being as like useful as possible. I'm just kind of rushing through the content in a way. So you have to figure out days and times where you can like manage that workflow. If you want to create content on YouTube or TikTok or whatever social media platform, or you just want to start creating more content, maybe it's for your business, maybe it's for your consulting agency, like whatever you do, whatever your niche is, it is a slow burn. So you know how you have like your favorite characters in your shows and you know they're going to get together at the end of the like situation or scenario, but you know that it's going to take 3 seasons in order for us to see anything like a handhold, something like that. That's the same way to apply your content creation, your business, anything that you're trying to build. You need to shift your mindset from I need to post, I need to post, I need to post to I'm building something, I'm building something, I'm building something. Like I've recently started talking about changing your language and the way that you approach content creation, because if you just look at it from a lack mentality where you're like, I want this, it's going to feel like you're chasing it. It's going to feel like nothing is coming to you because you're like, I'm without, I want this. Whereas you say, I'm building this, I'm creating this, you're in the process, the action of doing it. So start changing your language in the same way that you're trying to create that clarity, consistency, and build those routines. They're going to be just as important as you're starting the system. And you have to keep in mind that this is your dream life, not a hobby. You have to treat it the same way you show up to that job, kind of just in autopilot mode. This is something where you can actually be manual and you can start shifting, you can start changing the way that you show up differently. It's going to change your entire existence around your new dream life. Step 2 is your weekly system. What to do when, where, how, why. This is the moment that you start thinking about this. Just like we said with planning, ideating, editing, this is where you get really granular in that process. So Sunday might be your ideation and planning, but this is where you get a little bit more deeper in it. You start thinking about what are my titles? What are my thumbnail options? When are my filming days? Like that's going to change week to week based off of working around your 9 to 5, working around a bigger project. So be kind with yourself and knowing that it is going to be a process and some weeks may not look the same, but if you have a system, you know that you can just reshift around what you do when and where. One weeknight for 1 hour, batch record. That's what I do for this channel. I will batch record at least 2 to 3 videos prior to and make sure that if there's a week where I'm just not feeling it, or there's a week where I just get really busy, I know I already have a video for the next week ready to get edited. So I'm not going to even worry about beating up against the clock. Since doing that, I've actually also improved in my 9 to 5 where I would know that I take the biggest task, get it all done so that I can really focus on small tasks if there's a day where I'm just feeling really low energy or just something else is on my mind. Another weeknight, not the same weeknight. So if that's Monday where you're doing that, maybe on Thursday, you're looking at starting to think about what my next script or what my next plans look like. If I want to do a vlog, like what style content, and then consuming. There are times where you're creating, but maybe you're getting inspired by other creatives too. Have time to interact and engage on these platforms because it's going to be just as important as you creating on them too. You need a daily touch point. So what that looks like is commenting on other creators' videos. This one. Let me know if you like this style of video, honestly, in the comments below. I know that I asked for a part 2, but I'm actually genuinely curious if this was the part 2 that you were looking for. But outside of replying to comments, you can share shorts, you can kind of create a group chat where you're with your other YouTube girlies, or maybe you're talking with other creatives, and just share out maybe once a week your favorite videos in a group chat. That way the platform also knows that you're being consistent and you're using that share feature, you're using that comment feature. It's going to be recognized. Which brings me to my next point. Step number number 3 is the most important one, which is staying consistent. Like I said, not every week is going to go as planned, and that is okay. But if you start treating it like this is something I have to do versus this is something that I love to do, it's going to be easy for you to fall off quicker, because there were moments where I'd started the YouTube channel or started the TikTok or started whatever, and I realized I am treating this like I have to do something. I get to do this. Like, this is great. I love this. I love the process, and just think about it from that perspective, which is why you have to have weekly check-ins with yourself. That reset routine to help you stay consistent is going to look like asking questions like, what did my week look like? How did I feel? What made me feel most stressed? What made me feel most blessed? Like, look at it from so many different angles. That way you can start looking at your life like, this happened, but this also happened, which means it's going to be a peak, then a valley, a peak, then a valley, or it could just be a bunch of peaks or then a bunch of valleys, but you know that eventually what goes up must come down. So you get into this mindset of like, it's okay that this is happening. It won't be like this forever. And reset does not always mean restart. It can sometimes just mean realign. Like, you don't have to completely wipe off the whiteboard and completely start from scratch. Like, sometimes it just means I'm doing everything right, except I'm not managing my time better. I'm doing everything right, except I'm not thinking about, scheduling this in to a time where I have more time versus doing it at the busiest hour of the day. Sometimes you just need to look at what your calendar looks like and do something different based off of that. And lastly, step number 4, the overview of starting a full strategy and getting really into being consistent with content creation starts with these bullet points. Evergreen topics. If you're not familiar with evergreen, that's something that can really go based off of your 3 content buckets. If you're not familiar, check out this video where I talk about what your 3 content pillars or buckets could look like. But you need to have topics that save you time, that you can talk about easily, that just come naturally to you. Don't talk about things that aren't relative to you just because it's doing well on YouTube for another creative. Talk about things that you're an expert in, talk about things that you're interested in, that you're a hobby in, talk about things that you can experience and that others have experienced, because a lot of the times we're going to YouTube and social media to either be informed, entertained, or educated. It's usually never anything else. Create video formats that are easily repeatable. That is the second bullet point and probably the most important. You're gonna always feel like you need to think about more or do something different. You just need to know what you like talking about, what you could talk about every single day if no one paid you a cent to do it. And also, don't let stuff like that frustrate you. There was a time in my life where I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this because it's loud and the leaf blower and this and that. It's life. Life happens, but God helps. You just gotta stay focused. Sometimes those are just tests. So you gotta be really locked in and keyed in to know I'm doing this now, so of course the enemy's gonna try to distract me. Not today, Satan. Not today. And like I said in the last video where I talked about kind of tracking your progress and working out, that same way, track your progress in your content creation. Track what's working daily, weekly, and monthly, and reassess based off of that. Understand that it's going to take time, so you don't need to quit your job to grow. It can work in tandem, but you just have to manage your time really, really well. Your dream life is built after hours with intention until eventually it becomes your dream life and your full-time moment. So just be patient with yourself, be kind with yourself, and I hope that this really helped you jumpstart that career. If you want a part 3, let me know, because y'all really love part 1. This is part 2. So if you need another one, y'all know I'm down for you. So I'll see you guys in the next episode, Party One Podcast. Peace.